Well, here we are back with the BSA Super Rocket, and we're actually at a stage that I thought we might not see at one time, and that is, I believe it's probably ready to go out on the road again and try it out. It's a little bit late today, it's going to be going dark soon, and before that people are going to be rushing home from work and whatever, but it's been a nice day and I hope it'll be one tomorrow, and perhaps if it is, I'll take it out then in a part of the day nearer to the middle of it when the roads might be a little bit quieter. But we've got the wheel spindle from the single leading shoe, that rusty wheel that I found amongst my stuff. So I put that spindle into this wheel and that's helped move it over. It's not quite smack in the centre of the forks, but it's a good way over. I'm not going to mess about trying to adjust the spokes to move it that tiny little bit. It's much nearer the centre than it was before, so I'm going to leave that alone. We've got pretty good engagement there with that anchor lug and the brake plate on fork, so that's better than it was before. I've straightened this link rod on the twin leading shoe brake and also added a lock nut that was missing before, and on top of that I've synchronized the brake shoes and cams so that well, I had the wheel off and had the spindle clamped in the vise in soft jaws, I must stress. I was able to disconnect this link rod and operate this brake arm by hand and the other one at the same time, believe it or not, with a spanner on it, and I managed to find out the required length of the link rod, and I adjusted it so that the shoes are moving simultaneously and both touching the drum at the same time. We've got a little bit of sponginess there. Probably got a bed in because I doubt that they've been used much. Like I say, there's only 185 miles on the clock since whoever restored it did it. And the brake shoes would have been out of sync then in any case, so I'm expecting these to bed in well and quickly. Another little trick I did was I shimmed up with some stainless steel, actually, of about possibly knocking on a millimetre thick. I made up little spacers to add to the heels of the moving end of the brake shoes, which is a common trick to get a little bit more bite and leverage and whatever, because that arm was coming very, very close to those bolts at the bottom of the fork leg before. Well, that's the brake fully on now there, so I've grabbed us a bit more room there, and basically I think we're ready to go. We've got the new Dunlop K70 tyre on it. From the comments I gather a lot of people don't think very much of these, but I can say from my own point of view that they are a very good tyre and a good sort of universal pattern that sort of suits the bikes, but they're not going to put you on your ear going around a corner. They're pretty good, so I like them anyway. So there we are, we got the front wheel back on, the spindle sorted as we've seen in a previous video, and there it is all in situ and all working nicely. I don't need to add anything to what I've said there really. I had to shorten the outer cable of the brake cable a little bit to compensate for the brake arm being lower down after I shimmed the brake shoes up. And those shims, incidentally, they can't go anywhere. They're trapped in the tracks of the cams, and they're folded over the little ends of the part of the shoe that they fit on, so they cannot go anywhere. And like I say, it's a common thing to see that can be done just to compensate for a bit of wear in the shoes. I think in this case there wasn't much if any wear in the shoes, but perhaps the drum has been skimmed out at some time, and that's why the brake arm was travelling as far as it was before the brake was biting before. But I'm confident that I can take this out for a test ride and rely on the front brake, and hopefully all will be well. But that's what the test ride is all about, to find out. But I'm confident enough to take it up the road without worrying about nasty things going on at the front end now. So hopefully, weather permitting and so on and so forth, and once I've tidied things up and cleared the runway to get this one off the bike lift. We might go for a ride on it very soon, but it won't be today. Possibly tomorrow. So watch this space, anyone who's interested. And thanks for watching.